We're live. How do the words work?
I must apologize about that. So yes, good
What
evening,
happened?
wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Memories of the Cherry Blossom Throne. This evening we find ourselves in the noble quarter where the rice merchant, Minori, you find yourself counting your profits for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 koku. You drop them one by one into a small bag. It has been a good day for the vendors who sell your rice up and down the city of Kyoto. After all, you provide a quality product. Why shouldn't you be proud of it? However, you become imminently aware. You feel the temperature in the room start to lower. All of a sudden, even your undead hands are cold. So, soon you become infinitely aware that make me a perception awareness test, difficulty 8 minus your levels of Auspex.
Righto. Would vigilance apply as a
Yes.
specialty?
All day and twice on Sundays.
That is 2 successes.
You become imminently aware that you are not the only person here. You feel another presence, and it is a very palpable, powerful presence, but you cannot see anything. There is nothing here hidden under the cloak of obfuscate that you can see, but you're almost sure that something is watching you.
I'm kind of being very cautious with this as he places the money down before just kind of raising his head slightly. Can I help you?
No answer comes from the frigid hallway, from the room, the study in which you sit.
Well, if you're not here for business, go away. I'm a busy man.
Minori, where have you left the scroll case?
Um, He probably has it somewhere within his office, somewhere where he can keep an eye on it. And
All
also
right.
somewhere secure.
All right. You feel it. You hear it tapping. Tap, 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 tap.
Where from?
It is from the strong box wherein you are keeping the jade scroll case.
Right, time to open the box.
Question: do you currently have eyes?
Sorry?
Do you currently have eyes?
No, but I imagine he'd probably get some eyes before opening the strongbox because this is a pair of eyes would be useful.
All right. So when you open the strong box, you see the fact that the scroll case has rolled to one side of the scroll case nearest where the lid would open. Nothing else. It just appears to have. It might have moved there when you were picking up the strong box to open it.
I'm going to slowly take that scroll out and put it in front of me and just kind of look at it.
Wait, you're taking the scroll out?
Oh, not like opening it, but I'm moving it out of the strongbox.
All right. As you pick it up and hold it in front of you, you will see the fact. The lock is very clearly open.
Huh. I should talk to someone about this.
Such an interesting little man you are. You hear purred into your ears.
Do I know where that came from?
It seems no. There's no one else in the room with you.
Thank you. I like to try and be interesting. Who are you? Why are you here?
I had a name once. I don't quite remember it. I think that it was cut away from me.
Unfortunate.
You are a businessman, yes.
I dabble.
What is the price you wish to open this scroll?
I mean, it depends what happens if I open it.
Nothing ill will befall you. You will have whatever it is you demand as your price.
Ooh, that is tempting.
What is it that you desire?
That's a question. What do I want?
Only you can answer that.
Let me think about that. Ooh, that might be an idea.
Oh,
Could you get me a trade port?
can I get you a what?
Trade port.
Yes. You can have the one at Nagasaki for all I care.
Oh. This seems highly dangerous.
Is it? Is it as dangerous as any other deal you have ever made?
Perhaps not. But normally
So,
I make deals with other people that I can see.
I was a person once, I think. So, you will open the scroll in exchange for a trading port. We have
Well,
an
now
accord.
that's the point of start. Now we haggle.
What else? I have no interest in haggling. You will get what you desire.
Oh, what's my common sense merit telling me?
I beg your pardon?
Is my common sense telling me anything? Like, this is a bad idea?
Sorry, I totally meant to close one tab and close the other. Common sense.
That's fair.
Are you kidding me? This is literally making a deal with what seems like the devil.
That is true.
But he is also offering you things that you want.
Very much so.
So it's up to you.
Thanks, but I'm going to go for a softball no.
That is disappointing. All right, now we're going to switch. Okay. Hi, Yanagi. How's it going? Your grandmother on your way downtown? Walking slow because of your odd gait?
Sure. I don't know where she's going, but I guess.
I would have assumed that considering what you just found out that you would want to go and check on the thing in the rice merchant's house because, let's face it, can you really trust the rice merchant? Really?
Yeah.
So, very good. You find yourself once again in the Nobles district, probably mere minutes after leaving the abode of the Suajin, who was immolated for his contrivance with the particular item in question. You make your way down. Does Yanagi walk with a cane?
Not really. She just takes her time walking.
Okay. You make your way down through the darkened streets of the Nobles District. These are very wide streets, very well maintained. You see the occasional escort of the City Watch walking through, making sure that everything is as it should be. They will bow to you respectfully before they continue on your way. You seem like an individual who should probably be here, so there's nothing out of the ordinary until you will eventually turn and see the House of Minori sitting back behind its low wall and gate, looking very, very pretty as you approach. And Anthony, how's it going, Anthony?
Beautiful.
You're a Fuhai, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So where do you live, Anthony? Where is your home place? What kind of place do you live in?
It's the Nobles District. He is a very respected Ikebana forest.
Okay. You find yourself kneeling in your home as you are very deftly and delicately pruning a bonsai tree. You've been doing this now for about 3 hours just to get it perfect. You immediately become aware, your eyes snap open as your head moves to the side. Something is happening in this district. Which paths of Caldenism do you have?
I have Way of Spirit 5.
Sweet zombie Jesus. Sweet Moses. Okay. Um, would you like to activate that?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie, artichoke. That's a willpower roll for the record because I'm doing them all by willpower. So it'll be
Gotcha.
willpower difficulty. It's willpower difficulty 8.
Oh,
Yes.
I have ability. We'll do willpower. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Where is the dice roll? Yeah, there is. One success.
I mean, you only really need one success.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, you feel an odd disturbance as your mind goes out. You basically send out, it's like an echolocation wave that washes over the Nobles district. You sense two vampires currently occupying the Nobles district, not very far away from you, but there is an immense, dark spiritual presence standing or in the vicinity of one of them that seems to drink up so much of the energies around it that it's almost dizzying for you.
Oof. Get up from my seat. We're gonna go investigate. What?
Today will be that day. All right. You will race out, pulling on your traveling clothes as you leave. You race down your garden path, which is probably lovely, by the way. You probably have a lovely garden. Chico. Do you exist better now, dear?
Something like that.
Praise Starbucks.
It was way more complicated than it needed to be.
I mean, do you at least now have delicious coffee?
No.
Do you have a muffin or something? I don't know how fucking Starbucks works.
I'm actually outside.
Okay.
So I haven't actually bought anything yet, but whatever.
So yes. All right, I am going to do GM Handwavium, the most powerful element. Chico will be walking with Yanagi in order to go and make sure that the scroll case in the possession of Minori is safe. So the two of you are standing outside of Minori's home in the Nobles district. Minori, as you stand in your office, the voice will say, "Are you sure that we cannot come to a compromise?"
I mean, there possibly is. It depends. Are you going to mass murder my entire customer base?
No.
Ah. Are they still going to be in a circumstance where they can continue to be a customer base?
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, I suppose I did trade a fair bit for this. But then again... If you don't mind, am I good to get a second opinion on this?
So, particularly for Anthony, You know how I said there was an immense dark spiritual presence? Anthony. Anthony. We'll continue on. There was a kind of a snarl as you once again try to, in some ways, delay. Minori, what happens next is incredibly interesting, and once again, you're thankful you had your eyes to see it. You know how you put down a large, bag of coins on your desk?
Yes.
The bag of coins immolates itself, and dozens of red hot, and I emphasize red hot coins streak towards you.
Oh shit.
Would you like to roll me some Dex and Dodge or Dex Athletics to get to GTFO out of the motherfucking way?
Yep.
Good. I'd recommend it. One, two, three, four, five. Minus 4.
Which is it? Dex and what? Sorry.
Dex and Athletics.
Oh shit. I'm fucked.
Oh hell. You can add your celerity to it if you have any celerity.
I don't have the celerity.
Oh. Oh dear.
Standard diff, isn't it?
Standard difficulty 6, yeah.
Righto. 1.
Okay. Several of the coins impact your body, piercing into you with such high velocity, burning and searing your skin. You will take 4 levels of aggravated damage. Do you have any fortitude?
No.
Okay. The rest of the coins will start to spin around the room. As they do so, everything that they touch, everything of the paper and the paper and one of the walls will suddenly start to immolate. For Yanagi and Chico standing outside, you will see the house start to crackle and burn.
Wait. I think I've come to a decision. Please, my stuff.
Well, that's not good.
On a side note, I think you can probably guess which scroll this is. Just saying. But yes, Yanagi, as I said, in front of you, the house starts to burn.
Well, that's not good. Have I been here before? I don't think I've been here before.
No, you just know that it's Minori's house, that you came here in order to check on the scroll. And now it's on fire.
Well, I mean, it's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like there's shit we can do without like inciting Ronstrek, so it's just kind of like, oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Anthony, have you returned to us? Has he returned? Has he not? Has he returned? Has he not? He has not. Okay, sorry, continue with what you guys were saying.
You know, like, a burning house is better than a whole bunch of frenzying Rutschreck vampires running around, so...
So now you wish to make a deal with me, rice merchant.
I thought you were going to be quite reasonable, then you started burning down my fucking house. Quick question, has insurance been invented yet?
No!
Fuck no! Then I'm definitely very upset about my house.
What is your answer, rice merchant? Do you want to live or do you want to die?
You could probably just run out the house, honestly.
Am I not going to get the port anymore?
Open the scroll and I will save your pathetic life, your house, and you will have this port that you desire. She does have a good point. You could drop the scroll and dive out of the house. You have enough potence to go through the wall.
I'm gonna make a run and I'm gonna save the rice cart. I'm gone. I'm taking the rice cart with me.
That's all that matters.
The rice cart is on fire, dear.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's burning. Like the fires of hell, it's burning.
Right, I was fine with you calling me pathetic and insulting me a bunch of stuff, but you just burnt my fucking car. I'm going to fucking eat you. Goodbye.
Do you try and eat the scroll?
I'm not gonna actually try and eat the scroll, but I say that before leaving. Through the wall at high speed.
What you guys will perceive as Minori diving, singed, broken, bloody from his home as the fire continues to spread along the roof, along the lintel, along the gate. It is very obviously a very sad time, but he does indeed break through the wall, shattering it out.
Is he on fire?
No, but they're basically, Minori, when you open your kimono, you will see the remains of liquid gold pressed into your burnt skin.
I don't know if I dig this or not.
What
I'm
happened?
a 10. The fucking scroll happened.
Oh, yeah. Where is it?
In there.
Did you open it?
No, we were currently discussing the price of what I would do to open it, which included one of the trading ports. But then I asked for a second opinion, so it then shot me with coins.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't talk to scrolls.
I
Especially
know.
not scrolls with 1/5 of an evil emperor stuck inside of it.
1/5 of what? What? Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I came here to talk to you about. What do you know about the scrolls? Also, we should probably move away from this burning house. Also, sorry about your house being on fire. You can stay in my graveyard if
My
you
rice
want.
cart was in there.
Well,
We will get you another rice cart.
I don't want another rice cart. I want my rice cart.
I mean, you can go back and get it.
I'm good.
That was amazing. Anthony, bro, do you exist? Are you there? Are you not? Help me. Help me help you. He is in fact not. continue on with your roleplay.
This does give me a business idea, but this has also really pissed me off. I worked hard for that house.
I'm sure you'll bounce back.
It is also possible to reclaim it or get another one, as unpleasant as it will be.
Oh shit, my eyes are in there.
That I don't think we can help with.
Don't you have a jar of them somewhere?
Yeah, in the rice cup.
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm sure there's some dead bodies that would still have eyes.
I mean, I got all kinds of them. You want to come back to the graveyard?
I guess.
Oh, hang on. Anthony, have you returned? I saw you
Yes.
unmute. Okay. So what happens is you arrive on the scene, you feel this presence, it is almost overwhelming you, but even more unnerving than you feeling it, you can tell it also feels you. It is also looking at you with the same eyes you are looking at it.
Can I have a perception occult?
You can have an intelligence occult.
Okay. I have ability aptitude, so what's the diff?
It'd be normally difficulty 8. I'll give it to you then. Ability aptitude difficulty 6.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
All right, you're not 100% sure what this is. You've never felt its like before. It feels you can occasionally, depending on how deeply you concentrate with the whisper, you can occasionally sense ghosts and other spirits milling about. That's not unusual. It doesn't feel dissimilar to a wraith, but much more powerful and much darker, almost like a wraith that is powered by one of those dark spirits that lives in the leatherworking district. One of those incredibly dark spirits of death, pain, and blood. There's like a mixture of those two things. It's unpleasant.
Okay.
And you see standing in front of the burning house 3 individuals. Oh, did we lose a Naz? We did. Shit.
So basically, Mononoke.
What?
Vengeful spirits.
Yes, essentially. You see 3 individuals outside the burning house. One of them is very clearly injured, his body racked with deep burn wounds and liquid golden slag on his skin.
Liquid golden slab on his skin.
Slag, like liquid gold that is hardened.
All right, so I'm gonna do 2 things, right? Well, 2 things, right? I have enchant talisman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the fire, and I'm just simply going to say out. Extinguish the ritual.
Okay. The fire will basically sputters as if it's desperately trying to get oxygen before the flames will themselves die. More than likely saving the house. And the rice cart.
Just gonna kneel down to the person covered in molten slag. Base, can I have a No, I'm not even gonna do that. And then he'll just say simply in a very soft voice, "What's happened here?"
Who are you? Do I know you?
No, you don't. But I'd rather not set this whole district ablaze.
By the way, all of them here, Anthony, on the way spirit are all vampires, because you can tell that.
Hmm.
Also, I'm not using Mask of 1,000 Faces, so I look horrific.
So he'll kneel down to the person that's covered, and it is. It'd be helpful if I just looked at my sheet. But it's Anthony trying to. Huh. Didn't pick up that one. Unfortunate. So he'll look and he'll say, I'm of the opinion that I'm amongst Nightwalkers.
Is that an opinion or is that an
considering that-
observation?
He's not. He's saying it in a roundabout way, but he doesn't know who's overhearing.
Currently, there is no humans in earshot, which is rather interesting from your perspective, because normally wouldn't they rush to a fire? But yet no one has.
Considering I don't have a face,
Go ahead. Sorry.
considering I don't have a face, there's blood leaking from where my eyes are, and I've just got a pair of mismatched eyes stuffed into my face. I would assume so.
Well,
You could just be really ugly.
I don't like making assumptions.
That's very nice of you.
But the building in question, it serves more than just, it's very peculiar that no one's rushing to this fire.
I
But,
mean, I was just under the opinion that no one else cared, like me. Except I do care very much about this particular fire.
Clearly.
is
So
the
who are
show-
you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
The person that put out the fire. Don't ask obvious questions.
Do you have a name?
Right.
Are we really going to do this right now?
I don't think we should.
And yet you're the one doing that.
I asked to answer the question. I gave a name.
I don't know if we should include someone in the conversation if we don't know their name.
I mean, I have the opinion that he just put my house out of fire.
I mean, that's fair. And I'm sure it's appreciated. However, if we're going to continue this conversation with him, I'd like to know his name. Now I do.
Indeed.
He has, by the way, given his name in case people didn't hear his name, Rajan.
I heard it.
Okay.
Is there a place where we could reconvene?
I mean, my house is over there.
Yeah, let's not. Actually, since the fire's out, should probably go get that scroll.
There is an 8 immense with a capital I malignant spirit here.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah. It's
Hence the
Oh,
fire.
so you know about it.
How could you
Wait, hang on a
not?
minute, you
It kind
all
of
know about-
invoked this place.
Wait, so all of you know about this, and I have only just learned today?
Well, we came here to tell you about it, to be fair.
By the way, Anthony, the spiritual presence is receding until it is gone. You sense the spirit in question used up all of its energy and no longer has the ability to manifest in the way it was.
Mm-hmm. And his eyes will almost snap back to attention. It's leaving. I think it puts all of its spiritual essence. It can't manifest itself in the way it was.
Is it leaving or is it going back into the scroll case?
I think it's leaving.
That's not good.
Did anyone do anything?
I threatened that I was going to eat it.
Can we go back in and get it now that the house is no longer on fire?
Hold on just a minute. He will reach into his pocket and retrieve a silver hand mirror. Mirror of second sight, Evan.
Okay.
So basically,
What
he's
are you
going
looking for through it?
the house to see what's in there.
Nothing is in the house at the moment. It is entirely mundane, from what you can see.
Puts his
And
mirror.
also, under way of spirit, the spiritual presence is gone.
The spiritual presence is gone, and I don't think there's anything else in the house. But we should go investigate at any rate. He's kind of he's not just going to walk into someone's house. He'll look back. This is your establishment,
It's Minori's.
Minori.
Hello, that would be me.
Can we go in?
Feel free.
And he will walk in.
Where'd you leave the scroll case?
It was in my office.
You want
I was counting money until that money suddenly shot at me and melted into my face.
to? Great. You want to show me where it is, or you want to give me directions if you're not going back in?
It's over here. Follow me.
Okay.
Once again, as you enter into the house proper, going back into his office, you will see this laying on the ground. It is still closed.
Well, that's good at least.
Can I have an intelligence or code?
There's not really anything you can tell other than it's a jade scroll case. It's very beautifully carved.
With Way of Spirit, is there anything inside it?
How do I phrase this? You feel something rebuffing your ability to see inside. Basically, it's not hostile, but it's like whenever you try to focus, it's like no.
Well, whatever is inside it hasn't been harmed and or endangered.
That is the
Whatever-
danger.
Whatever's inside it's being protected, so nothing's been broken.
Well, that's good at least.
Do any of you know what's in there?
I do.
Care to share with the class?
Is everybody? Did everyone else come in?
Yeah, everyone came inside. It's just easier that way.
Have you ever heard of someone named Seiko Nakuchi?
That is a kindred lord check from everybody. It's standard difficulty because he's actually pretty famous.
Two successes.
Neat. 3 successes for the king. Now we wait on the rice man.
I didn't take a single point in Kindred Law.
You're bad at this.
I'm a merchant. That's what I do.
All right. So for those of you who succeeded, Seiko Nakauchi was a yeah. Okay. So there is a very famous order of there are a very famous order of kindred swordsmen who were called the Seven Kensai, the Seven Sword Saints. There's only one of them who still walks the night, which is Shikimori Katsi is his name. He is a member of Clan Bruja. He is the last of the living sword saints. However, there used to be seven of them until eventually all but him died, were forgotten, went into torpor, or basically stopped being facets of the night. The individual in question, Seiko Nakamori, was one of the seven sword saints and a very prominent member of Clan Venture.
And what does a person like that have to do with this?
Long ago, he was tasked to defend Emperor Suku,
Mm-hmm.
and he was
Oh,
the.
you said his name.
I said it.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Who is holding the scroll case in their hands?
I guess Yanagi.
Was anyone? Because I don't think anyone said they picked it up.
It could just be laying on the ground. That's fine.
Like Anthony said he was looking for spirits, but I don't think anyone actually said they picked it up.
Nah, son.
I mean, Kim, if you want to say Yanagi is holding it, that's fine.
I mean, if it's just laying down, that's also fine.
Okay, what you guys see is all of a sudden this entire jade outline blazes with light as it starts to basically you see the ground underneath it crack and shudder as the entirety of the thing shakes very, very, very violently, and you see the jade struggle to contain whatever is inside until a couple of seconds later it subsides.
Well, I guess that confirms that theory.
And what theory was that?
That's who's inside
You
of it.
fucked up my floor.
That's your concern right now.
To be fair, it just seems that whatever little child is inside here is the one that did it, throwing a little tantrum. So
That's fair.
It's only a fifth of him.
that's fine. He's still acting like a child, throwing a hissy fit.
In any case, the remainder of the story is that Seiko was tasked with defending the emperor, despite him knowing that he was not a good person, emperor, kindred, whatever you'd want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, Lord Nizen came and was able to defeat both of them, but he couldn't kill the one in the scroll. He had to rip him into pieces, bury the pieces hidden inside these scroll cases.
Okay.
And apparently someone or several someones are now trying to bring him back.
Very powerful, very dangerous magic. I do believe in such the nature, spirit senses receded, it wasn't banished, that it will try to come back.
Most likely.
Looking over at the part of this establishment.
You know, as of yesterday, for the record, that 1/5 of his soul is currently free. So, just pointing that out. Continue.
At least 1/5. So we have 3 accounted for now? Unless somebody knows of a 4th or a 5th.
So there's 5 shards of he who must not be named.
Something like that.
Indeed. And one shard of he who must not be named spirit has already been released. Am I understanding that correctly?
So it seems.
So I believe. Are you in a position to keep this safe?
I don't know if I could keep it more or less safe than anybody, but I do have a substantial number of Nosferatu that are willing to protect me at the moment.
I have someone that might be able to be of assistance. A bit more puissant than I. Evan, you there?
Sorry, Terry, I muted you. The background noise was intense. Holy crap. So just when you're
Evan,
not talking, if you could just press the little mute button, that'd be what?
Sorry.
I have a 5-point mentor. I have the ritual commune with K-Knight.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him a favor. Does he pay me when I respond?
Give me a couple of moments and I will answer that question.
So I'm going to say this now because my computer's about to die and I don't have a charger. Last bit of information that you should know. Before Lord Dyson left, he sent a raven to somebody. I don't know who, but he used that manner of communication. And then after that, he was gone and he left his sword behind.
Anthony, I'm not seeing a mentor on this sheet.
It is yeah, hold on. Anthony, because he probably I should actually get back to that, right?
Also, you're one discipline point light for the record.
Oof. Anthony's bad at this game. Yeah, I don't. I'm fucking bad at this game. Anyway, yeah, I have no way of doing this. Never mind what I said.
That's cool.
Another bit of information I wanted to share with you. The night before Lord Nyzen left, or was taken, he sent a raven to somebody. I don't know who or what the letter said, but he sent something in that way rather than any other manner. And then when he was gone, he went without his sword, which is not something that I think he did frequently. It's likely related to this in some way.
That's really weird.
You hear, it's rather interesting. So what you guys perceive is somebody knocks on the door, however the door is so burnt as they knock, the door just falls in. Like, oh.
Come in.
You see a young woman step over the threshold into the midst of you all. One moment, I'll just get up a picture for a moment. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me.
No.
Beg your pardon?
No.
I mean, be nice.
Refer to above answer.
Oh, shit.
Ah.
Please excuse the mess. I had a busy weekend.
You guys see this young woman enter into the room? Where's she? She smiles haphazardly as she does so, kind of brushing down the soot from her clothing. As she says, "Well, that's an understatement, I should think." She then smiles at Yanagi. "Hello, mother."
Hello, daughter.
You find yourself in the most interesting of places.
It does seem to be how it has been going recently.
I would offer you a drink, but most of my possessions are toasted.
That's a nice rice cart you have over there.
Oh, thanks. How much of it is left?
The rice cart is unharmed.
A fortune smile on you.
My apologies. I heard that you were involved in. Would fisticuffs be the correct word, Mother? Earlier on this evening?
No. Don't believe so.
You shot someone?
I wouldn't exactly call that fisticuffs.
Well, I said that you might be interested in knowing that there have been some developments. Oh my, that used to be a lovely tea set. That is no longer a lovely tea set. Sorry. That there have been some interesting developments about that. You used to have a lot
That's my
of nice
favorite tea
things.
set too. I did have a lot of nice things.
My apologies. I tend to get somewhat scatterbrained. Where are my manners? My apologies. She bows to each of you in turn. My name is Seneki. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
With way of spirit.
Oh, she's a vampire.
Oh, she's human?
She's a vampire.
Oh, okay.
She walks towards her mother and she says, "So, apparently, they've been having some kind of under-the-table negotiations. Well, when I say they, I mean the various different factions who are now beating their chests and screaming about going to war. You know, as men do. It seems to be all they're good for, really.
Oh, indeed.
And apparently, these individuals had all sent various different representatives to be hush-hush and under-the-counter about it. That's why the festival was such a big deal. They were using it to screen their movements, to bring in important diplomats, etc. So, unfortunately, now it looks as though one of the parties in question have tried to murder the Imperial Chancellor. Did they try and murder the Imperial Chancellor?
Yeah.
No. Those bastards.
Didn't do much.
Oh. Good to know. But now, apparently, the entire negotiation's gone to hell, and the various different representatives are currently fleeing the city.
Probably
Thinking-
for good reason.
They think they're going to be next.
Wonder if it's according to someone's plan. Seems as though it would be.
I mean, who would want war?
The assassin was obviously trying to set them up for this.
Oh, yes. Also, you might be interested in knowing, you had some, well, I shouldn't know this, but I do. One or two of my little friends told me that you were having some business a week or two ago in the leatherworking district, Mother dearest.
Oh, see, is this the meeting with what's her fuck face?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I did. Yes.
She's also fled the city tonight.
Hmm.
Kaijin Noritaka. She managed to leave via the western gate during all the chaos. Slipped right out with 2 or 3 of her cronies.
A blessing in disguise, perhaps.
She shrugs. What did you get from her?
Just kind of vaguely gestures to the thing, jade scroll thing.
Is it still on the floor?
I think.
She
It
leans
started
down and picks.
vibrating.
She leans down and picks it up.
She'll lift a hand and say, "Don't touch it."
As you wish. It's pretty though.
Oh, indeed.
Pretty sure it's housing a malignant spirit.
Oh.
1/5 of a malignant spirit.
A fifth of a malignant
As far-
spirit.
So what you're saying is are we now getting into the decimal percentages of evil?
Yes.
I mean, it's probably important. You don't want to lose track of how many percentage of evil you have.
You might lose a nose.
That's interesting. All right. Well, I think that you might be interested in knowing that, Mother. And once again, I also heard that you were in a burning building, which was slightly disconcerting. So it's no longer burning, at least.
They weren't in here when it was burning. They were quietly observing from outside.
Damn. I missed that part.
So what you're saying is they have common sense.
Oof. Oof.
Well,
That one, yes.
Well, so do I. But I was in my house when it happened.
You were trying to negotiate with the scroll from the way you tell it.
Children, let us not. Enough has already been lost. Let's not waste time. While we have plenty of it, the city does not.
To be
Well,
fair,
what do you
I
propose
feel
we
like
do next?
preferably get this thing out of my fucking house.
Where to take it there?
I don't know. As far as investments go, this has been my worst one so far.
I can bring it back to the castle. Whether or not that is a good idea, I know it to not be, but we need a secure place to house this. And my castle is made of stone, so it can't exactly be set on fire.
My concern with bringing it back to the graveyard is that that other thing that came was able to take energy from spirits, so I don't think that would be a good choice.
I don't think bringing this to your castle is a good idea. I mean, they can't set fire to stone, but I'm sure there's something.
Oh yeah,
Could
mess with the children.
I can-
we were doing before.
I can
What if we
make a
put it
suggestion.
underwater somewhere?
I mean, why not use the tools that we have? After all, if you look at it like this, now that Lord Nyson's, disappeared into the ether, and I very much doubt that anyone would want to make a deal with the Yama King of the Howling Northern Wind, because he's an ass, why don't you take it to the third ancient? They are in the city, after all, and Suzumi Kanaski is at least reasonable. If you want something protected, ask somebody big and scary to protect it. That's my motto.
It's not the worst idea.
But then again, I'm just a humble thief. Oh, by the way, here's your watch, or not? Here's not your watch. Here's your ring back, Minori.
Child, what have I told you about stealing from guests?
Technically, I'm the guest in his house.
She just she gives her that disappointed
That's
mother
probably not
look.
the same thing.
Technically, it's not a house anymore.
It's a disaster zone, technically.
My point still remains.
Sorry, mother. But in that case, I'll leave you to it. I have one or two young ones who I was going to send to you, mother, if that's agreeable. I presume you can always find room.
Of course. They are more than welcome.
Good. I will see that they have their stuff packed and they're sent off to you tomorrow evening. In that case, I'll bid you all good day. Interesting evening. Do you want me to try and replace the door as I leave?
Nah, just leave it. I was planning to do some interior decorating anyway.
Well, considering I don't think anything goes with scorched, that might be a good idea. All right. She bows and she makes her way from the building.
She'll return the bow and just say, I'll see you at tea tomorrow.
Oh yes, I shan't be late. And she will be.
Actually, Yanagi wants to try something. It's gonna be really stupid.
What?
But she's a little bit of a trickster. Can I recreate his house with chimistry? I know it's not like
you've never really been in here, so you can create what you think his house looked like. Yes.
yeah. So
Place cards all the way down.
yeah. Like, so she saw the outside, she saw the exterior, so she can recreate that. The inside, like, the walls are made of fucking rice. There's gonna be a rice chandelier.
Yeah, but remember that will break the minute dawn comes up.
I know, like, I don't want it to be permanent. She's just doing it to be, like, funny.
Yanagi, sorry, Minori, your house is now made of rice.
Oh dear.
Well, just the inside. The outside looks like a regular house, so the peasants won't be like, what the fuck?
The inside of your house, Minori, is made entirely of rice.
Oh.
You've either killed him or he's been stunned into silence. I don't know which.
No, he's just gone.
He rised left.
Rip.
Rip.
Wasn't my fault.
Ouch.
Like, I didn't do it.
It's fine.
Drastic. My quest for chicken still continues.
You will never get that chicken.
Can I just
Ever.
give him chicken on your behalf so he'll shut the fuck up?
Never. Specifically, it must be from Kim.
And it's not gonna happen.
I'll keep bitching.
That's fine. And there goes Evan.
I'm still here. What?
Oh, it looks like you're gone.
No.
It looks like
wait,
Terry left.
All right. Liam, are you there?
He's saying fuck your noodles. Will he ever return? Bum, bum, bum.
Someone
I tell you what,
talking?
since people are having such connection issues, and I was going to wrap up anyway. I feel like that's a good place to leave the scene if that's cool with everyone.
Cool beans.
Cool. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Memories of the Cherry Blossom Throne. Have a pleasant evening.